Welcome back to Daytime Live. Now, we wanted to highlight the emergency medical services in Jamaica. And joining us today is Gary Morgan from the Fire Brigade, from the Jamaica Fire Brigade. And he's here to have a chat with us about EMS.
Yeah, so we can learn more. Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Welcome, Mr. Morgan.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
All right. So the first thing I want to understand, right, and tell me if I have it right. So EMS is the medical arm of the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome. So what kind of pre-medical care do you actually offer?
All right. We focus on any form of emergency, really. We have our motor vehicle accidents. We have other traumas such as falls or gunshot wounds, any traumatic event that will be life-threatening to an individual will respond to those. But we also have our medical cases, person having severe chest pain, person who was fainted, and strokes, person who comes down sudden onset of weakness, paralysis, they're developing a stroke. So we respond to all kinds of emergencies once it's life-threatening.
Got you. What are some of the other services that the EMS offers?
Well, for now, we just focus mainly on the emergency cases.
Okay.
Right now, we don't really, right. In the fire brigade, that's what we do. We don't, there are other areas such as, doing transport of non-emergent patients, but we are not offering that at the moment. We just focus mainly on the emergencies that are actually out here.
Okay, so Mr. Morgan, as I see this picture where you have the emergency medical technicians all looking so fab lined out,
Right.
when they show up, right? What are the responsibilities? If you could kind of break that down for somebody like me who wouldn't know, because I wasn't trained. What are the responsibilities of the emergency medical technician, the EMT, when he or she arrives?
All right. One first thing, and I'm glad you touched on it. You said they look professional, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's it. You need to carry that look at all times because they are representing an arm of the health services that requires you to be professional, and you're dealing with people. You're not dealing with cats and dogs. So you have to bring that approach to it.
Right.
And you want them to feel better right away, especially with the medical case. They want to know that they have a professional person looking out for them. And when you think about it, really, it's often is considered to be the extended arm of a doctor or nurse. Because whatever they would do initially when they just meet you as a patient, that's what we are expected to do up here. Talk to the patient, talk to them, get to understand what's happening with them, with medical cases. Sometimes, of course, if it's a motor vehicle accident, you have to just jump in, do what you are trained to do, stabilize these persons, ensure that you maintain their airways and stuff like that, stop the bleeding, and hurry and get them to the hospital where they can get, better care. So really and truly, that's what they're about. We're currently operating at the basic level, so you won't find us starting like an IV and pushing drugs and so.
Right. So just a quick question, Mr. Morgan, before Craig asks you something. Are you the trainer of the EMTs?
No, I just oversee the program in the Jamaica Fire.
Oh, because you sound very passionate. You see, when I reached that question, a different Mr. Morgan came out. So I said, you sound like you're attached to this thing. Okay, that explains
Put
it.
This way, I've been in since EMS started in 1996. We have been, I've been a part of the planning. So, and I've always liked this service. As a matter of fact, I love it.
Yeah.
I went abroad and studied as a paramedic. Coming back now and getting the opportunity to oversee or manage this program within the Jamaica Fire Brigade, it's like
Yes,
it couldn't be better.
Yes, I can hear it. That's beautiful.
So, Mr. Morgan, if somebody wanted to become an EMT, what would they need to do?
All right, first of all, you'll have to sign up as a firefighter. So that means you would have to have, I think, a minimum of 4 subjects and be between the ages of 18 and 28. So you join up with us, and I'm sure it will be an asset to you if you're already trained as an EMT to join with us, because shortly after that, we'll, probably do an evaluation
I remember
and
they
then
used
get you
to.
over in the section.
I remember
We're
they
a
used.
specialized section of the fire brigade.
Right. I remember they used to offer the training at UTech. Is that still where people would need to go to be certified as an EMT?
That's where a lot of persons would go.
Okay.
But I get to understand that they offer it elsewhere also.
Can I do it part-time? What?
She's
What
ready.
can I have for me?
Course?
No, can I become an
I don't
EMT
think-
part-time, or it's a full-time?
No, it's a full time with the Jamaica Fire Brigade. So
Okay.
You won't be a part time. I don't know about the future, but for now, you won't be a part time.
Okay, hint, hint.
Yeah, she ready. So how has the team been coping during the pandemic times?
This pandemic has really taught us a lot. And initially, when it just came out, I would say a lot of our members who are responding out there in the field, they were a bit apprehensive, and to the point where it brings down a little bit of mental strain. But now, after understanding and seeing that they can cope with it, that coping mechanism that they have brought up, they are doing much better with it now.
Yeah.
One other thing though is that, pre-COVID, you might not be donning a lot of the PPE that you'll be doing now. So our members, it's like they have a high index of suspicion when it comes down to our patients. All persons are COVID positive. That's even if they're not. So, they protect themselves so that they don't bring it back to the station or bring it home.
Understood. You have to take the precautionary measures.
Gotcha.
So what if we want to learn more, follow the Jamaica Fire Brigade on social media? How can we follow you, keep in touch, learn what's happening?
I know currently, in this area, persons use the media a lot, but right now, we're not on Instagram or anything where EMS is concerned, but our website, it's coming up. I know that they're doing some work on it now, but we are hoping that within short order, you'll be able to go on the website and get as much information as possible about the service, to include EMS.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, and thanks for your services. Tell the
Anything
team.
to highlight the service. I know a lot of persons need to know about it. So
Yes.
True.
highlight them.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you for some training, but we'll talk about it later.
We do that sometimes too, So you can you might not get certified, but you can.
That's okay. Can probably save Craigie one day. All right, thanks, Mr. Morgan. Daytime Live will be right back. And when we come back, we have a music video from Reggae royalty, Sharon Marley. Yeah, hands up, hands up.